Hey YouTube, today I'm changing the neutral safety switch on this 2000 Mazda MPV. I'm gonna make a quick video because it's about to rain. I already replaced it. This is the old neutral safety switch. It's also called the inhibitor switch, transmission range sensor. And you want to park the car on a flat ground, turn it off, put up his e-brakes. You want to check the rear tires, also the front ones, and you want to take off your battery. Disconnect the negative cable first, then the positive. Take off the battery clamp, battery tray, two 10 mm or three 10 mm bolts holding it. And next thing, this is the sensor right here. It's right here, and you want to disconnect this the plug. This is the plug here. This is the shifter cable. Take off this clip, and then you just pull this up and put it aside. There's two 10 mm bolts holding it here, as you can see, one here and one behind on the other side, which you can lift up on this radiator hose and use a box wrench to get that. Also, this you take off this 22 mm nut on the top here, and this is kind of hard to get off. You want to spray it a little. Take this off. There's a washer, and then this linkage here. You take that linkage off, and then you pull the sensor up. The sensor gonna be like this. You pull this up straight up. You don't twist it like this. Pull it straight up, because as you can see, there's two notches inside here, one here and one on the other side. So you don't you want to put it the same way as it came out. If it's in park, this one is in park, as you can see. It's in park, so it won't spin anymore. As you can see, I'm pushing it here. So all the way to here, it can't move anymore. If you turn it the other way, it's gonna go in reverse, neutral, drive, and all that. So you want to line it up the same way. You took it off. You want to put it back like this. On top of this, there's like a threaded stud that comes up from the transmission, inside the transmission. So you want to put it back, line it up the same way, and you want to plug it in, put back all the bolts and stuff, and you want to adjust it also. Put back your battery. You use a jumper cable or something. Just connect your battery there with the jumper cable here, and put it on. Make sure the gears, the box is in the correct gear when you shift it. If you shift it from park to reverse, the box gotta be in neutral or reverse or drive. If not, you just wiggle this a little like this, so it can match up and line up, and then you tighten the two bolts, and then you plug back your plug in, make it nice and snug. And the nut on the top too, you gotta make it nice and snug, and be careful also when you tighten in this nut on the top here. This linkage gonna want to turn, and to put it in gear, and the car might shift. So you want to hold this with something, like hold it firmly and tighten this nut on the top here, because you don't want it to change the gear. And that's it. You put back your battery tray and your battery, and put everything back together. Neutral safety switch, also known as the inhibitor switch, transmission range switch sensor. You can see this is the notch in here. It turns. You can turn it. So you can hear I'm turning it. And some of the problems with this, it won't start in park. You have to put it in neutral. It won't start. Sometimes it won't start in neutral. It will shut off. It won't start at all. And when you depress the brake pedal to put it in gear, it's hard to shift. And the box also won't light up. The square box that indicates which gear it's in. It won't light up. Also the park and the neutral letters are gonna be faded. That's some of the symptoms. I'll list some more in the description. Alright, that's it. It's not hard. Also, on the threaded stud that comes out from the transmission, there's a groove inside. There's one groove on this side and one groove on the other side. So if you put it correctly, the two notch gonna fit in the, make sure the two notches fit into the two grooves on the threaded stud that comes out of the transmission. Make sure it's in park. This is turned to the notch is turned to park, and or if you have it in neutral, make sure it's in neutral, and make sure it fits onto the threaded stud onto both grooves. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like, thumbs up, leave a comment, any question, any suggestion, any feedback, and subscribe.